So you got a little further in the game, you want to start making some juicy builds? Don't worry, I got you. What's up everybody, I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel today. We're back and we are back in Monster Hunter now, and I'm just gonna say this right now, I'm having such a good time playing this game. What we're gonna be talking about today is I'm gonna show you my early build, which is focused up until chapter 7, 8. Really for grade 3, best longsword build for grade 3, from my opinion. But also I'm going to talk about some advanced skills I left out of my last video. So we're going to go over the builds, the skills, everything you need to have the juiciest experience. My family, without further ado, let's dive in. So when it comes to the fighting, there's a couple things I left out. Fade slash, how to actually, some people were commenting in my last video saying, how do you actually do Helm Breaker? I'll talk about that. And also too, a tech that I'm still testing out. I'm not entirely sure if it's 100% true in terms of damage, but we'll get into that right now. So first of all, let's go against this enemy. So one of the best combos to start off with longsword is going to be your standard fade slash. So fade, how do you do it? The way you do fade slash is after you slash the enemy, or slash, you swipe down, which will allow you to do that little backward slash like I just did. Swipe down. Okay. Boom. That way you can just keep your combos going. As you can see, you can face that right out of it. The other tech I heard is when you have your gauge filled up in this point right here, you, well, don't die. So what I heard is when you have your gauge filled up, you actually do more damage. I'm not sure if that's true, but we're gonna test it out as well. I see that the damage is a little bit better, but I guess more damage is better than no damage increase at all. So let's get in here, get that. Boom. Oh, exactly clutch at the end, baby. Absolutely beautiful. So fade slash, when you're attacking an enemy, that's how you do that. You, after you do a hit, you have to land a hit first. You swipe down on your screen, he'll do a fade slash back, and then you could punish, you can go right into your longsword combo from there. I kind of feel that is one of the best ways to open up your attacks versus doing the standard attack sequence that we get. So that's what we talked about, fade slash. You get a foresight. If you didn't know, you get your foresight by being able to dodge right before you get hit. So now in this situation, you can only use Helm Breaker after you have used your IS slash. Okay, get in here. After this point, you press and hold, then you do it. The only thing about this Helm Splitter is you can actually be knocked out of it. You could be roared out of it. Yes, enemies will roar as you get further into the game. You can be roared out of it, but also you can get knocked out of it as well. So make sure you time it correctly. Also too, you can potentially miss your enemy if they run backwards. So those are two things I want to show you guys how to do. So the three things were fade slash, use that to open up. You have to properly use the Helm Breaker, and you do more damage potentially when you have your gauge filled up. Okay, here's my referral code. Use this when you're logging in for the first time. You get rewards. So now that we've talked about how to effectively use your longsword, let's talk about the actual build that I'm using. So I am at chapter 8. You can see from my build, I have 288 attack, 227 in defense, and I'll just pull ahead and put everything else so you can see it. I got health boost 1, attack boost 1, artful dodger, sneak attack, and lock on. I'll kind of go through all of them. Health boost, what does it do? Increase your health by 10%, by 10. As you get more and more, you get more health, which is great. Attack boost, increasing your attacking power by 20. So I have that in there. There's some, you can get critical eye stuff earlier on, but it doesn't make sense to do it this early because you don't have enough affinity for it to matter. Next, I have artful dodger. It's dope because it makes perfect evades slightly easier to perform. So perfect evades when I do my foresight slash. So the more, as you can notice, longsword is a counter based weapon, so you want to do those counters as much as possible. That's why I went ahead and went with artful dodge. Sneak attack, this is a new skill from Rise. If you get behind the enemy, you do 10% increase in damage, which is great because with IS slash, you dart past the enemy, allowing you to get behind them so you can utilize to get that damage buff as well. Last but not least, this comes from my helmet. Lock on. Cool thing about this skill is it allows you to target specific body parts in the monster. I'm assuming as you get further and further, you're gonna want to start targeting specific parts in order to get the specific gear you're looking for. And if you didn't know too, we'll just go back really quick. If you go into the monster guide, kind of gives you a little bit of breakdown of all the different parts you can break, etc., and the things you can get. So if you're looking for specific gear, also you can adjust it by the rarity level. You can see when I get the rarity for 4-star monsters, I can start getting rarity 4, which is what you're gonna need for your next build. You guys might be wondering, DJ, how can you do a rarity 4 build? Because this is when the game turns into Monster Hunter. You're literally out here trying to find these monsters in order to get the pieces you need. Some of them are not in your area, some of them are in your area. So it's a little more involvement to get to these level of builds. That's why I was focused on rarity 3, then we'll go from there as I start getting more parts and more materials. So looking on the build, I like this weapon right now. It has 268 attack, 10% affinity. I'm almost there to level it up, but as you can see, I need the rarity 4 Kulu part to make this a rarity 4 build. So this is where I'm at currently. It has, if you look at it, I like it because it gives you, as you level it up, it starts to get more and more affinity. As you guys know, affinity is very important as you get towards the end game. But I'm sure 30% at level 10. But I'm sure when we get layers to like later in the game, we're gonna get even better gear from better monsters. These are all the beginning monsters. I can't wait to see how aggressive they get later on because they're starting to get pretty rough now. Moving along, my headpiece. This one has lock on. There's some other pieces you might want to put on. There's one concentration, I believe. Who gives it to you? This one's also pretty good because it increases your SP that you get, which allows you to do your special more often. Oh my god, here it is. That one could be good, but it's only 5%. So I was like, 5% is not that much for me to put my points in there versus going with lock on. I guess if you never lose lock on, then I guess that's good. This piece, I have attack boosts on there. As you saw earlier, I get 20% attack. For the hands, what I have, this one gives me sneak attack, and that's the one where I go behind the enemy. It allows me to do 10% increase in damage. For my waist, I have this one gives me health boost. It gives me additional 10 HP. I find that valuable. This is kind of the best things they can get so far. This piece at the bottom is the one that gives me Artful Dodger. Artful Dodger is dope because it allows me to get my perfect dodge off a little bit more. You see where it says right here, Forge 15, or yours might say Forge 10. What that means is you have to forge literally 15 pieces of new armor in order to unlock the ability to forge this next armor. So in case some of you guys are wondering, like, yo, how does that work? What does that mean? That's kind of what that means. So this is the build. This is what we're currently rocking. It feels good. I'm able to take out a lot of enemies. It gets a point where the enemies, you want to start making sure you're leveling up your stuff as well as high as you can. You can tell when you're ready to upgrade your armor because it has a little gray right there symbol on it. Means if I go over here, I can upgrade this one. I think I'll make like a 10 tips video for people that didn't know. That way you can kind of know when your stuff is ready to level up. So go here, that's not ready. That's not ready. My pants are ready. Oh yeah, my pants are ready. I can upgrade this. Go here, I have enough. You see? That's kind of how that works. So this is the build. Those are advanced skills for Longsword. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Before we go, the smoothness is not over now. I got more videos coming up. Click on the next video that pops up on my end screen. My family stays smooth. Till next time, dear camera, signing out.